is race number 7. It's over the 1200 metres. And we've got the top 4 all coming out of Group 1 racing. Hot King Prawn and Super Wealthy, the Centenary Sprint Cup. So too, Computer Patch and Lucky Express comes out of the Queen's Silver Jubilee. Lucky Express wears blinkers for the first time. Computer Patch has his first start for Jimmy Ting. Side Success has won 3 from 5 course and distance, but all of his wins have been over 1400 metres. Master 8, he raced wide in the Centenary Sprint Cup. He draws barrier number 4. And down towards the bottom, we have Voyage Warrior with the blinkers off. Speed map time. Horses like Buddies and Computer Patch normally go forward. Nick, let's see what the speed map tells us. Good to fast the tempo, though.
Yeah, no surprise there, really. I mean, Computer Patch, a horse who likes to jump and run. Obviously, first start, as you allude to, Mark, for new trainer Jimmy Ting. I can't imagine they'll change the tactics a great deal, given that's how he's been running his races. Voyage Warrior, look, he's going to be caught a little bit wider out. You got Trillion Win, another horse who likes to race on the pace. Master 8, we know, likes to go forward as well. Obviously, Buddies, I suppose, an interesting one with plenty of pace on. He is more suited, Paul, to a little bit further than this, ideally, but it looks like it'll be a very good pace.
Yeah, he doesn't really lead when he's over 1200 metres. He sort of takes a sit. So I think something similar will happen here. Hot King Prawn's an interesting one because if he goes forward, he's going to be caught really wide. So they just might have to go a little bit further back than they normally do with him, or I'm not sure where he's going to be in the run.
One man that might be able to tell us a little bit more about where he's going to be in the run is his jockey, Zach Purton, via Zoom. This is what he told Nick earlier today.
Zach, Hot King Prawn has been a wonderful horse for you and his connections down through the years. An excellent run last time behind Stronger in the Group 1, and he lines up this weekend.
Yeah, it was a good run. Obviously didn't have much luck there on straightening and took a while till he was able to come out and get into his rhythm. He should have won that race, so the horse is going really well. He's trialled good against Since. The bad gate is not going to help us here in this race. There's a fair bit of pressure and speed in it as well, so it's a really, really difficult gate for us, and we have top weight in a handicap, so it's going to be hard. He's up against it, but he's honest. He's going to give his best, and he's obviously capable if things go well.
Actually, exactly that. I mean, obviously, he's certainly up against it a bit on paper with what he's got against him. But just on the horse himself, Zach, you know him extremely well. You've never been worse than third. 6 wins on the back of this guy. Talk us through his recent trials. I mean, he's trialled up, as you say, really well.
Yeah, he's a real dude in the mornings. He has been right from day one. He's a pleasure to do anything with. He just lobs around to the gate, stands there, bounces, travels, does everything that you want him to do, and it's always nice getting on his back. So he's been like that since he's a 2-year-old, and he's still the same horse now.
Do you think as a 7-year-old, he clearly does retain plenty of ability, but I guess with the nature of the program, perhaps there aren't too many options for him, hence why he's here. But do you feel as a 7-year-old, he's still got it in the legs to certainly give 1 or 2 of these younger horses a shake?
Yeah, I think he showed that last time. He obviously, like I said, he should have won that race, so he certainly got it. It's just a matter of, John just gets him to peak at the right times in the right races, and he's in good form. He's just up against it with the way this race is handicapped and going to be run.
He certainly is a good horse. We'd love to see him run well, obviously. And just winding the clock back a few days, Zach, obviously he's a top-line sprinter, a Group 1 sprinter. You rode what potentially could be a group-winning sprinter at Happy Valley. Just talk us through the performance there of Nervous Witness once again, because visually he was devastating.
Yeah, he's that type of horse. He's obviously got a lot of ability, and when he gets things to suit him, the circumstances to suit him, and he's full of confidence, he just continues to run, and he did that. He won the race at the start. He got out of the gates really, really well, and basically pinched a 2-length lead from the time the gates opened, and that just really played into his hands. He rolled around there nicely and did a good job, but that was an extended band Class 3 race. It's a long way from competing against group horses, so we're not going to put the cart before the horse again. We've done that once before. We'll let him come through the grades and show us if he's good enough in time.
Yeah, it was good to see him bounce back. As you say, he's had 1 or 2 people probably write him off far too soon. And just on the evening as a whole, Zach, obviously consolidating what is a decent enough lead up at the top of the Jockeys Championship. Another good day or good evening around the valley.
Yeah, Happy Valley's been good to me recently. Have had a bit of luck there, which has been good. Sha Tin, I could probably get some stronger rides. I need to get a little bit more depth to the books I've had there. It'd be nice if I could balance it out and have just about as much luck as Sha Tin as well. And I'm going to need to, because I've seen Joe riding a lot of really nice BPGs in the mornings for Fownes, Law and Size that are going to give him a lot of free winners. So he's going to get on his bike soon and obviously get out after me. And those free winners soon add up. So I need to try and find some myself, but things are going all right at the moment. Just got to get things to go a little bit better.
There he is, Zach Purton. Back to Hot King Prawn, Paul, 133 pounds. It's not easy, but he's honest. How do you assess him in this race?
Yeah, look, I'm just worried about the draw there for him, where he's going to be in the run. He just might be further back. He has to give some weight to some really promising up-and-coming horses here. But look, he's honest. He is the class horse. He deserves to carry the weight. I just don't know if this race is going to really suit him. That just worries me a little bit.
Yeah, he's giving £8 and more away to his rivals, and as you alluded to, there are some very nice horses in the field as well. So, look, it's a tough ask, but he's a class horse. Here's
John Sizer's runners for the meeting. Nick, he's very well representing both of the Class 1s.
He certainly is, yeah. He's certainly turning out in force, isn't he? Champion's Way, excellent proposal there in the opener. Obviously, Brilliant Way, a horse who continues to go the right way, albeit beaten as a favourite twice already. But in the 7th race, Hot King Prawn, Lucky Express, and also Sight Success. So he's got a strong hand. And the latter part, Beauty Nova, Gallant Express, and Beauty Fit.
Yeah, Gallant Express, good win last time. And I like Brilliant Way. I think he's a promising horse.
He's had no luck with the barrier draw, barrier number 14, but he has gone close twice so far. OK, we move back to a group race last time. Now, this was New Year's Day down the straight, so it was the Bohemia Sprint Trophy. We've got Master 8 who wins this. We've also got Sight Success, who's had a run at Happy Valley since then. Super Wealthy, he's had a trial, which we'll see soon. Computer Patch has had a stable change. And Voyage Warrior, he's been sent across to Happy Valley, Nick, to try and sharpen him up. Now, Master 8 gets Joe Moreira back on board this week, and Joe's unbeaten on board the horse. Yeah, I think that's a massive plus, isn't it, really, getting Joe back on. Obviously, he chose not to ride the horse last time, but I just think he's so well treated in a race like this. £114 is what he's booked to carry. He might carry 1 or 2 over, possibly, but I just think he's so well suited in this race, Paul. He is, and look, the draws really played into his hand. Everything went wrong last time. He was 3 wide on the pace and faded out of it. That was his first, and he was up against the big boys for the first time. I think here, with the lightweight and a good draw, he's going to be tough to beat. I think he'll bounce back. He has been back to the trials, Paul, since that Group 1 performance. There he is, there outside the leader, which just happens to be Nervous Witness. Yes, so a nice trial from here, and of course he has beaten Nervous Witness on race day as well, hasn't he? But look, it's a good trial, I thought, coming into this. He was well within himself as he came down, and he went really nicely. I can see him bouncing back in spades in this race. Yeah, I fully agree. Trials form is good, and he's a very good horse, so he certainly can. OK, Master 8, the consensus, the one to beat there. Now, Computer Patch, Nick, he's had a stable change. A win would surprise. Also, what surprised was the fact that they rode him back in this trial and let him run home. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, I wonder, is that possibly just an indicator to suggest that they might do something different with him here, possibly? Look, he has got a new stable, as you've alluded to. Antoine Hamlin's a new rider. I mean, he has finished off quite well here, so maybe he won't want to go forward. Maybe he will take a bit of a sip. Yeah, there is a little question mark there, isn't it? It was definitely a change of tactics there. Once he got into the clear, he hit the line well. And look, he has raced back earlier in his career here in Hong Kong. We'll see what they do. Barrier number 6 for him. Now, this is 2 starts ago, Paul. This is Lucky Express, who ends up running 3rd. This was a Class 1 as well. He's since run 7th in a Group 1 over 1400 on a wet track following this. And also Buddies comes out of this, and we've mentioned plenty of times his wins have been further. Yeah, I like to see Buddies over a bit further. Now, gear change for Lucky Express. The blinkers will go on him. He has won just the once from over the 1200 metres, but he's only had 4 goes on it. Look, it was a nice run from him, and maybe the blinkers will help him a bit. And of course, the horse Cheerful Days is going to be tough to beat in the first. So, look, it showed that coming back in trip is definitely good for him. Yeah, he won his Panasonic Cup off a mark of 100. I think he's up against it here, though, over 1200. And Trillium Win, Nick, there he is up outside the leader. This is one horse who has just a terrific attitude. He carries £20 less for a class rise, and you know he's going to give you his all.
He is, absolutely. Alexi Vidal will ride, obviously, one of the more experienced lightweight jockeys here. That's certainly great value. Look, this is tougher. I mean, first run in the grade, obviously, as you've touched upon, he's got a super record in slightly lesser company. This does present, though, a much stiffer task here, Paul, for my money.
Yeah, he fights. That's the thing. He's got that will to win, and Cordyceps 6 has been in great form recently. So, look, I thought it was still a good run from him.
And so that is Trillium Win. There's the preview, Paul. Master 8 for you, though.
Yeah, I think Master 8 can bounce back here with no problems whatsoever. He's got the good draw. He should be in the right position. Trillium Win with the lightweight. Super Wealthy's been working well with the hood back on. And Duke Y, another one that has been going well recently with a bit of a change of scenery. 8, 9, 2 and 7.
Yeah, I've also got Master 8 here. I think he's one they've got to beat under these conditions. Over Hot King Prawn, who I think will run his race even under the big weight. Super Wealthy for all the points that Paul made, and our friend Trillium winning as well. He's got a super attitude. 8, 1, 2 and 9.